What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Now, specifically, what we need to look at within the major cryptocurrencies is obviously the major pump that has taken place over XRP specifically. As you guys can see, we have had quite a significant run, over 50% since the original breakout of the bull flag formation that took place on XRP for the past couple of months here. We have the pole, the actual flag, and then the major, and I mean major explosion rally, whatever you want to call it, to the upside here, and it has given us quite a nasty return, in a good way though, in a good way. From the point of breakout right here, we have actually shot up a total of 56%, currently trading at 44, but it is still one incredible pump. Not only did we have the immediate break to the upside here, we then consolidated into another symmetrical triangle and capitalized off the second rally to the upside here. So I am very excited that we were able to take advantage of these pumps here. Now, it's not just XRP that I want to look at. We also need to look at Ethereum, which is getting dangerously close to making a decision, as well as Bitcoin, which is getting dangerously close to making another decision. What's even weirder is looking at the S&P 500. So we have officially had some good news as of last night closing in regards to where this resistance has taken us. So you can see, for the most part, we have been tracking what appears to be higher lows on the S&P 500 here, and we were starting to see a bit of a predicament as the higher low was starting to form a lower high and lower lows, forming some sort of what could be considered, in some people's mind, a bull flag formation yet again, very similar to XRP's bull flag formation. You can see here, correction downwards, and we'll go over this a little bit more in detail later on today, but we've officially broken out of it, broken through a downtrend that has been rejected quite some time. The prices have rejected off of this, and for the first time in a very long time, literally since the start back in February here, early February, we broke through it. Almost 2 months. Finally broke through it, broke through moving averages, which is a huge sign that, guess what, we are headed back to the upside here, and I can for sure say we're definitely headed closer to 4,200 points on the stock market here, the S&P 500, which means we are considerably doing higher lows, which is a very good sign, and it means we are headed in the positive direction, which, you know, could influence cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum to break through these as well and head up even higher. So I'm very excited to see how these movements are going to be taking place over the next couple days. But with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. Now, super quick before I dive into today's video, I do want to talk about BidFi for any of you guys that were on BidFi earlier this morning, as I was probably closer to 8 o'clock, maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning today. There was a bit of an issue, maybe even 8:30. There was a bit of an issue. I actually found out that BidFi got DDoS attacked here, but everything should be back up and running. I was quite nervous getting ready to make a video not to spread any panic or FUD for you guys in regards to the website, but I had reached out to a few people that I've known or made connections with within BidFi on Telegram, and they have confirmed with me that it was a DDoS attack, and the team is working, the tech team is working around the clock and diligently, and it's about probably 9:30 p.m. in Singapore right now, where the website's come from, and they were working around the clock to get it back up and ready, and within 20 minutes of me messaging them, they had the website back up. They said it might be a little spotty for the next couple, maybe an hour or two, but it is definitely back up, and you should have no issue. So if any of you guys are worried about that issue happening, don't worry, because it was fixed, and it is fixed, and just keep that in mind if it's a little buggy. But with that being said, diving into the technical analysis, you can see top 10 cryptos do look okay. We're up 0.27 at almost at $1.2 trillion in global crypto market cap here. Everything is pretty much consolidating, including XRP, even though XRP has exploded over 20% for the week here. So I'm excited to see the pumps, the rallies, and the swings that are taking place on the markets here. And we've been saying for a very, very long time on the channel, we go back to my previous videos, the amount of things that we have talked about and mentioned in regards to seeing XRP act indifferently than Ethereum, Bitcoin. Well, it's pretty much what we've been talking about for months now here, that we've decided to separate the technical indicators from XRP from the other cryptocurrencies. So the stock market seems to be trading quite well with Bitcoin and Ethereum. More so now we're seeing a little bit more of the S&P trading different, XRP trading different, but Bitcoin and Ethereum very much so intertwined like this, where if Bitcoin sees a movement, usually the same thing happens with Ethereum. Now that's different for XRP. However, Usually it seems like XRP is delayed slightly by a couple of days, if not a week or two. And what I mean by that is we saw big breakouts within Bitcoin and Ethereum, 35-40% runs within Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then a few days later, if not a week later, that's when XRP decided to take off. That could just be mere coincidence, but regardless, the breakout did happen and it was foreshadowed, which we expected, and the breakout ran to the upside here. So I'm very excited that this is happening overall. But for right now, diving into XRP, you can see for the most part, we are continuing a run within a major pump to the upside here. For those that need cross-referenced to a bull flag formation here, you can see exactly what a bull flag might look like on the markets here. So these are what people would consider a bull flag: a rally in, consolidation, and then a rally out. So I just maybe get another overview of what one would look like, something a little bit easier. Yeah, I guess this is a good temptation here, but it's basically a consolidative point that breaks us to the upside yet again. I guess we'll leave it on this here, but it's a prevailing trend followed by consolidation and then a continuation to the upside. And that's pretty much what we saw on XRP here for quite a long time. It might even be easier to see on the weekly. The weekly is very small, but you can kind of see it here, the break up, the consolidation, and then the continued pump to the upside here. And you can see on the daily, we had the pump up, the consolidation, and then the continued prevailing run to the upside here. I'm going to leave it on the weekly because I want to talk about this in a second with you guys. But this bull flag, get this in your brain really quick, looking at the S&P, kind of had a similar movement here where the S&P is seeing, let me just delete this. I don't want this line here. You can see we had the pull, the consolidation, and now another rally. You can see just like this, the pull, consolidation, rally. Find another chart, the pull, the flag, and then the breakout here. And you can see if I jump to the S&P, that's practically what happened. Now, I can just make this a little bit easier on your eyes and extend this up to here, since this seems to be the extent of the flagpole formation here, but this is it. The flagpole, the consolidation, and here we are now looking for a continuation pattern to the upside, maybe a little bit crispier than that, but something along the lines of this to the upside as we float higher. So I'm very excited to see that this is taking place on most of these cryptos. Now, obviously, we've been doing all these trades on BidFi, which for those that don't know, is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. Reason I like them over other exchanges, and this is the one I've used because I've used quite a lot of exchanges, don't get me wrong, is because they offer XRP as a way to trade, unlike a lot of the other exchanges. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Chainlink, all the major cryptos that everyone offers is also offered on BidFi. But a lot of exchanges got rid of XRP for trading because of the lawsuit, and now it's back, or it's always been on BidFi, which is exciting, or they've actually added it in the latter part, which is also very exciting here. But it's huge for us in the community that want to trade or buy XRP easily. That's why I use BidFi here. They've been great all around the clock, and like I said, this morning was a great example. Website went down, and a couple of 20 minutes later, they were right back up, and they even reached out and spoke to me, and we were good to go. So I'm very excited with that. But they offer XRP. Not many exchanges do that. Another cool feature is they even offer a demo account, which gives you 100 grand in Monopoly money to test your skills without actually risking anything. So it's risk-free to use the demo account, and it's $0 to sign up. So zero risk and free. It doesn't get any better than that on an exchange. And the demo account will allow you to test your skills to see if you have what it takes. Now, to access the demo account, you click on derivatives, click light contracts, click any one of these, and it'll bring it up to here. And then you just click live and go to demo, and it's literally that simple. Bada bing, bada boom, done. Now, you can find the link to BidFi down in the description below, completely free to sign up. The best part is if you do decide to sign up, you can earn up to $2,888 by clicking welcome rewards after you sign up down in the description below. Another cool feature is if you've already signed up a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago, even a year ago, and you haven't taken advantage of the welcome rewards, make sure to check that out because it will also be offered to you. But make sure to check that out all by using the link down in the description below. And with that being said, moving on from XRP, looking at these other cryptos here, Ethereum and Bitcoin, you can see we are consolidating. And for the most part, it seems like we're starting to trend differently than the S&P. Now, for the most part, we were seeing similar movements here, but now we're seeing more of like an ascending fractal forming here. And I wish I had ascending fractal on I don't think it's going to come up, or ascending channel crypto. Let's try that. And we'll see if there's a reference to like a textbook poll here. Ascending channel right there. This is kind of what we're looking at here. Here's the problem. Now, it's definitely a hard one too, because nobody really capitalizes on on the break to the upside. It's definitely hard here, but Investopedia is showing rising channels equals breakout to the upside, and you can see Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing the same thing. Rising channels equal breakout to the upside. So it's very possible that we could break out like this, as that's what it shows on the ascending channel here. But it becomes problematic, and that's true because there's no downtrend. It becomes problematic, you can see here. Well, we also didn't fall into it. So you can see on Bitcoin, we broke into it. We didn't fall into it. So it's definitely a bit trickier to pinpoint what could happen because we don't have kind of the same charts here, and they kind of trade differently than a lot of these other movements here. So we broke into something and continued higher. And I'm not even seeing an example here because we are heading higher to the upside. So we didn't fall in. All these fall in. It's more in an ascending triangle maybe, which breaks us higher. So it's definitely a tough one. It's definitely tough. If you guys have any opinion on what you'd like to call the Ethereum and Bitcoin movement, feel free to let me know down in the comments below so I can air it on tomorrow's video here. But for the most part, we're just in ascending fractals here. We're in these ascending fractals continuing to the upside here. And the problem is the longer we hang out in this, the bigger the chances are we correct lower. Now, what's interesting that I notice here is we're kind of having this kind of like consolidation. Maybe we've headed lower. It kind of evens out. I was thinking maybe like some sort of bullish divergence, but I don't even see that clearly here as well, because it is more so just consolidation. But the problem with me is we're nearing overbought on a lot of these cryptos. And because we're nearing overbought here, it's a sign that we're going to reject and correct. And that's just in the back of my head, and it's looming. And let me know what you think about that for Bitcoin and Ethereum. But the fact that we're nearing overbought, not much more room for us to explode to the upside, more so a correction to the downside. Regardless, if we can close a daily above here, which we haven't done, you can see we close at 30,000 something, 30,005, we know we can buy and long with expectations of a run. Ethereum is kind of the same thing. Maybe we close a little bit higher, 1919. We can buy in with expectations of a run. We break through maybe price floor at 1667, we can short to the downside. Regardless, trading inside these channels here is really risky, and it's aggressive, and it's difficult to do, which is why I kind of steer clear of trading in that. But lastly, looking at the S&P, the fact that we broke up officially outside of what appears to be a bull flag formation is very exciting to me. This is a clear-cut sign that probably the next couple of days we will be rallying higher. We will be moving up. So this is kind of the projected outlook I see the S&P moving to. Very much so, I believe we're going to be heading up to here. With that being said, that's going to wrap up today's video. Also, if you've watched the video to the end, I thank you. I just posted a video on my second channel, you can see right here, about the car. So if you want an update on this, make sure to check this out. It's definitely overwhelming, but that comes with the sport. So it comes with the territory. With that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.